Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. So, we are back again for another episode of the Digital Entrepreneur Journey to Success. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosalyn Adkins. I am living here in Maine, USA. And today we have a special guest from Mexico. She is from Mexico, but she's very, very successful in the online world. So we're gonna hear her journey to success in the online world. But before we dive into this, I'm gonna give a chance to my business partner to introduce themselves, and then we can bring our guest into the stage, and then we can hear her journey. I'm very excited to her and learn and get inspired from her as well. So, hi, Sister Teresa. Good afternoon. Hi, Sis Cecil and Sis Anne. I am so happy that you guys spend time with me and join into this amazing episode. Hi, Sis Teresa. How are
Hi,
you?
hello everyone, and thank you, Sis Roslyn, for this opportunity to join this our episode. This is really opportunity for all the audience to listen to our story. But anyway, my name is Teresa. I'm digital business owner and a mentor based here in Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Philippines.
Yes, thank you so much, Sis Teresa, for being here. And hi, Sis Cecil. Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Hi, good afternoon, sis, and I'm fine. And hi, everyone. I'm Cecil Hosner. I'm currently living here in Michigan, USA, and I'm proud to be an entrepreneur.
Thank you so much for being here and join with me today. I am so happy that you guys wake up and be here with me. Hi, Sis Anne. How are you?
Hello. Thank you, Sis Roslyn, for the opportunity to join in this live streaming. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. I'm Anne. I'm a licensed insurance advisor here in Canada, a certified tax professional, a homemaker, and a proud digital business owner. So I'm so excited today's session because we have a very special guest, which is Coach Deborah, a pioneer in this digital business. So stay tuned and drop a message or comment if want to engage in our live stream.
Yes, so I'm gonna bring our special guest. I am so honored and so happy that she really accept my invitation. For us to hear her journey to success in this amazing digital world. So let's welcome. Hi, Coach Deborah. Thank you so
Hi,
much.
Hi, Coach.
for me. Thank you.
Hello.
So, Coach Deborah, tell us a little bit about your background for our audience and for us to know you a little bit.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm a child of God. I'm a mother of six, a grandmother of 19, and a great grandmother of 11. And I started this business when I was 60 years old. I have
Oh,
now been in the business 8 years, going on nine. And I've never looked back. I just absolutely love it and get up every morning excited because I get to meet people like you, different people
Yes.
every day. It's awesome.
Wow, you have been in this journey for that long period of time. I'm looking forward for my time as well to come. I'm gonna be here 2 years in April, so
Awesome.
and I know I still have a long way to go there. But anyway, thank you so much, and I'm sure we will get inspired with your journey. In this business. So first, what were some of the biggest challenge you faced, and how did you overcome them?
Oh, wow. I had lots of challenges because, I'm sure you guys have heard this, but when I started this business, I didn't know how to put a picture on Facebook. I had no idea about any social media platform because, I'm an accountant by trade and I used to work on a computer 12 to 14 hours every day. And at the end of the day, I closed my computer. I didn't even want to learn social media. I didn't want anything to do with Facebook. I was one of these people that kept the duct tape on my camera on my computer so that nobody could see me, even though my daughter used to say, Mom, they can't see you. Your camera's not on. But I'd say, I know. I'm making sure. So, yeah, I had quite a few struggles to overcome, but I had a 12-year-old grandson that was so willing and so patient to help his grandma learn Facebook and learn how to put a picture on. Like it was amazing. Thank God for grandsons. That's all I can say. But I that was my biggest challenge, was learning the online world and trusting to put my face out there, trusting that it was okay to go online. And you know that, because I'm old school, right? I'm old school, and it was hard to accept all the new changes and everything, that here I am, like I'm talking to you, you're in the state of Maine and Pennsylvania and Alberta, Michigan, like, we're from all over. We're the whole North American content here, Canada, US, and Mexico. So, it's amazing what we can do. But yeah, I get over my challenges. I still have a few challenges every once in a while, especially when it's a new uh, social media platform that we're working on. And it's like, oh my goodness, like, when I first started and I'm hearing the words uh, Twitter and TikTok, I'm thinking, what kind of names are those? Who would go up to Twitter and put something good about somebody? Because I used to call my brother a twit once in a while, and I thought, that's an awful name to have, Twitter. Am I froze? Did I freeze for a minute there?
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing. So same here, I maybe I also like raised, like grew up from the Philippines. It's like old school. But when I first started here as well, I can relate to you. What I know was posting Facebook. That's it. But
yes,
yeah, it's pretty much, I think, most of us, like, because like really to overcome, it's really amazing that like yours why is stronger than your fair. You go
yes,
through this amazing and you overcome and be very successful. That is just, for our audience, never give up, because if
exactly.
Coach Deborah did it and be super successful in this business, we all can too. It's just a
Yes,
matter of how strong is your why.
exactly.
Consistency too as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach Deborah. And then next, Teresa, go ahead.
First, coach, thank you so much for your time, and also I really inspired me because you don't really like uh look at your age to start this business. You start. It's a really inspiring story for the audience also. Like in it any age we can start this business.
Yes.
And also, okay, I'm gonna go right into our question because I know you're busy. Okay, how did you discover this online business opportunity, and what made you decide to pursue it?
Oh, wow. Well, in 2015, my position of many years was eliminated. And, an accountant by trade, so I understand them, getting rid of all us high paid people, right? That made a lot of sense. But it wasn't good for me because 2 years prior to that, I had had a family situation happen that took all of my savings, all of my investments, and all of my retirement plan to help this family member out. And I do it again today, right? And but anyway, so when it come to that point of having no job anymore, I was broke. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and then there was no paycheck. Well, they gave me a great severance package, and I thought, I'm taking a year off work. I had 6 children. I worked the whole time. You'd have a baby on Friday and back to work on Monday. There was no maternity leave when I had kids, right? So I'm taking a year off work. I'm going to take a year off work and enjoy it. I'm going to do some traveling. I'll pay off some bills, and then I'll get back into doing my work again. Like, I'll apply for work and I'll get it. I was confident that I was going to get a job because I was good at what I did and I really enjoyed what I did. And I was very confident I was going to get a job. Well, I had to come to the realization really quickly that no one wanted to hire anybody over the age of 60. They're looking, because it's very expensive to train people, very expensive in a corporation to train people. And these people are, they're looking for people 20 to 40-year-olds. Well, I wanted something that I could do from home because I lived in Fort McMurray, Alberta at the time, and it's cold. It's cold there. It can get minus 52 in the winter there, right? So it's chilly. And I thought, if I'm going to, take a pay cut in money, I want a job that I can do online, that I can be in the comfort of my own home. So I started looking online, and I looked a long time before I found this business. And I did a lot of praying. I have a lot of faith. And I just said, Lord, I need something that will sustain my lifestyle, be able to pay my bills, be able to pay my electric bill when it comes in. Like that's all. I'm not asking to be rich. I'm just asking to be able to pay my bills that I can live comfortably and, maybe even travel a little bit. So, I was asking for a little bit more, but not a lot. And I was looking at all these things, and there's so much scary stuff out there that it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe people actually fall for some of the stuff that's out there. It's scary. And it was like someone slapped me in the head and said, I'm giving it to you. It's right there. It's going across your screen every day, and you're not doing anything about it. So I finally clicked on it. It was Mike and Darren's ad. And I clicked on it, and I watched that 90-minute information session. I didn't watch it once. I must have watched it 100 times. I'm not kidding you. Over and over and over. But the first time I watched it, I knew it would work. I could see the numbers. I knew it would work. I didn't know how it was going to work because I had, no idea how to put a picture on Facebook. And they're talking about all this social media. And I thought, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to do this? But I will do it. If there's a will, there's a way, right? I'll figure this out. I'm going to do it. So I procrastinated for a while because I had to figure out, where am I going to get money? You got to have money to start a business, and what am I going to do? So I finally figured it out, and I started this business on February 9th, 2017. And it was just totally has blown my mind ever since. Totally has blown my mind.
Wow,
That's
thank you,
amazing.
coach. That was amazing. I can relate that too. Because when before I start this business, I really like said looking for something that I can earn at home because I already worked like 12 hours, sometimes 16 hours in my job. So I was thinking, maybe I can find something that I can just work a few hours. And I saw ads for my coach right now, but I didn't really go like start doing it. I just like waited and waited, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna try this business. So thank you, coach, and
Well,
it's just
thank you.
amazing story.
Thank you.
Yes, that's amazing. Wow, but like really, not really everything in the digital world are legit. As what you
Yeah.
said, it took you 5 times to watch. For me, I believe it was three to watch and really reach out to. But it's just a matter of how bad we want to change our situations. And that's why you said, if there's a way, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
what really our journey here, like there is so many excuses that we can think of, but do you want, how bad you want to change.
Exactly. Exactly. How bad do you want it? That's the thing.
Yes.
And
And
I
I
love
am
it.
so we are so proud of you, for all your success, because as what you prove, the age doesn't matter of if you want to start your journey, if you want to be successful. But you
Yeah.
didn't expect this successful, of
No,
course, but God give you more than you expected.
exactly. Exactly.
Wow. So let's move on to our next questions. Go ahead, sis Anne.
Yes. Hi, Coach Deborah. My name is Anne, and I'm located or residing here in Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta. So my question is, you've been in this space for years. For our audience who are watching, what do you have here in the online space that made you successful? So what did you do? And also, do you handle inventory, sales product, or primarily focus on recruiting and mentoring others?
Well, we don't sell anything, which is one of the things I love, because if someone said to me, "Oh, I just don't have the money to buy that," like it's like I know, I understand, I've been in that position, I know, so I'm not a salesperson. So that was one of the things I really loved about this. We do attraction marketing, which is amazing because we have a training program that teaches us step by step by step by step what to do. There's nothing left to the imagination. We just have to follow it to a T. And that's one of the things I found about success, and what I've seen with other people that have come in the business is following the training system to a T. If it's in the training, you do it. If it's not in the training, you don't do it. So you don't have to try to figure anything out on your own. It's right there to do it. And, we teach everybody how to advertise. And I love coaching and mentoring, like, because I'm talking and I like to talk. So, it's right up my alley. And for people that don't like to talk, it works for them too, right? Because we have different ways of doing things. Everybody has a different way of doing things, but it all stems out to doing it the same thing. Follow the training to a T. And, once they follow the training to a T and we teach everybody how to market their business, people come to them. Just like you guys all went to your mentors, right? You're the one who contacted and said, hey, I'm interested. Can you give me more information? And that's what we're looking for, people to come to us looking for more information, because we have a pot of gold. We seriously have a pot of gold. And when people realize what we have to offer to other people, they would be running and grabbing in that big, because that pot is so huge. It's big enough for everybody in this whole planet, so we're never going to run dry of the gold in the pot. So people just need to reach in, say, I'm ready to take my share, and we'll say, okay, this is how you do it. And that's as easy as this business is. But sometimes people like to complicate it, right? But just keep it simple and follow the directions. That's all people need to do.
Okay, thank you for that. I couldn't agree more, because when I saw Roslyn, like video, the word attraction, hits me. I've been seeing a lot of Facebook ads, but only her that made me make me curious. So the word attraction really, like, it's the term used for that. So we don't sell and do anything like inventory, and we especially like the recruiting thing. So yeah, thank you so much, Coach Deborah, for your for the insights that you have given us.
Thank you.
Yes, well, that's amazing. As what you said, we really like focusing on mentoring others. As what you said, the golden that we have here. If there is a training, if it's not there, don't do it.
Exactly. Because we've weeded through all the wrong things. Like, I tell my group, I may not be able to tell you exactly what to do at a certain thing, but I can sure tell you what not to do, because if there was a mistake to be made, I have made it right over the years. So, and there's no stupid questions. Don't ever be afraid to ask the question. And that's how
You're right. That
it's questions.
that was my biggest mistake when I first started. I was so afraid to ask questions.
Aw.
Yeah, so I learned in hard way. So I realized I reached out to my coach and mentor, and I said, my way is not working. I need you to mentor me your way, because I'm sure you become so successful. So it means you know what to do. So
Yeah.
because I thought I follow the training, I just do my way, but really, like as a mentee, I really learned to reach out, because they'll always be there to help. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of we can't assume they don't know that I need help at that time. So yes,
Exactly.
that's amazing as what you said here. We don't do selling, because really, we don't promote any products here, but what we promote is the golden the community, the automation that we have in our system, the amazing system that we have that help us start our own amazing business, because we all came from our comfortable full-time job, corporate job, but we were not contented. We were not happy, but hunger for change. So
That's
thank you so much, Coach. That's amazing. So our next will be Cecile.
Hi, Coach. Thank you for being here today. I'm Cecil, by the way, and this is my question. So, how do you effectively manage and sustain success in our online business? In your online business? So,
Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get relaxed in what you're doing. Like, put your time in and your effort in and help someone else. So that's how I find like staying successful is by helping others. So, somebody helped us in the beginning, and we have to forget we can't forget where we came from, right? We came from having nothing to full success. So one of the things we need to do is to share those struggles, like, we all do. We share our struggles and what not to do. And I find like telling people what to do is great, but when they hear what you've done and it didn't work, that seems to help even more. So, we just have to keep on keeping on. When you have a business, and this is a business, you have to keep busy doing it. Only thing is when you become successful, you can take a lot more days off, and you can put your time in. But, just by putting a message in your chat group, hi, how you doing? Anybody need anything today? That is a huge help to keep going, to keep your group motivated. And that's basically what it is after you build your business to a point that you're content, which I don't know if we ever do become fully content. We want to keep going, right? Because we can leave this business to our children. We can will it to our children. I have 6 children, 19 grandchildren. I need to build a big business to be able to leave a lot to them, right? So that is my goal for doing things. But that's how you sustain your success. You just keep going. Enjoy it. And love what you do. If you don't love what you do, you can't become successful. And I absolutely love what I do. So that makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
Yeah, as long as like we have faith, mindset, or time management in our business, like you can
Yes.
put either like 1 hour or 2 hours a day, you can build your business. Just be present
Exactly.
to the business if you have any goal to like success about this business.
Yes.
And thank you for that wonderful answer.
You're welcome. And you can do it from anywhere. I've sat on the
Yeah,
beach with my
that's a
phone,
good thing.
on my beach chair, and oh, look here, I can do this right from here. And it doesn't matter where you're at. You're not tied to an office or inside a building or, living in a country that's cold or, you can live wherever you choose, which is fun.
Yes.
Yes, even me while I'm while I'm on break at work, I can do my business. I can reply to my leads. So
Yeah,
wherever you are and whatever you do, you can do your business. And this is the good
that's
thing
right.
in this business as well.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
thank you so much, Coach. That's amazing. The flexibility that we have here. As what you mentioned, just stay plug in. And keep learning, because in our business is the more we learn and we can share and help to others, the more we become successful. Because as what they said, focus on the mission. Then
Yes.
the blessings will follow.
When the
Yes,
goals.
that's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you. That's amazing. So for our audience who are watching right now, we were here in we're gonna the last questions that we will be sharing to our audience. So who are watching, and then they were thinking, like, like they are struggling, they're hunger for change, but they don't know where to start. So what would you say to someone who's hesitant or skeptical about starting but deeply desires change?
Well, what they got to think of their why. Like, what is it that you can do out there that's going to make your change? If you don't make a change, nothing's going to change. And we all become creatures of habit, and we all expect to do the exact same thing and expect different results. But that's not what happens. If we're doing the same thing we did yesterday, then everything's going to be the same as it was yesterday. We have to make a change. And sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone and do something differently. But this plan has changed thousands around the world. And, it's here for everybody to come aboard and make a change in their life. But it's not a get rich quick scheme. We are not one of those get rich quick schemes. I have many people in my own group that make more money than I do, and I love it. I love it when they go past me. That's wonderful. That's our goal, right? To help the people that we have to become successful. So, but they did it not, I didn't do it for them. They did it on their own. And you notice a huge difference in the people that are successful, the ones that are waiting for other people to do it for them, or the ones that get in and just, I'm going to do this, and they get into the training and they do it. They go bang, 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 and they do it. And they're the ones that are becoming successful quicker than a lot of us did, right? So I just say to them, it's for everybody. And if people would just take that move, live on faith, not fear. I had to live on faith, not fear, because I was afraid of everything. Like I said, about my picture being on Facebook, having the duct tape on my computer so that my camera, people couldn't see me, which they actually couldn't. But, anyways, I was making sure I had to get over all of those fears. And when I started living by faith, believing in myself, believing in the business I was doing, and believing that I was worthy for success. Once I got over the fear of all those things and started living by faith, my business took right off. It skyrocketed, totally skyrocketed.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Wow,
amazing.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
that
right,
because
yeah,
if you really have that wall and that hesitation, and that would be the blockage of your progress and success.
Exactly.
Yeah, and same as me, the first year of my business as well, coach, is I don't know what I'm doing, so I wasn't really doing seriously. But then when I realized, I said I am in the right path. What am I waiting? What am I wasting my time? And then I realized if I don't push this business, what am I gonna do? Picking up another overtime? So the moment I make that decision,
Yeah.
and then I decided to interview and hear success stories in our community, and I decided to get out of my comfort zone, and I
Yes.
can still realize that day when I make those, I communicate others. But
Yeah.
I'm so happy that really you have to get out of your comfort zone,
Yes, you do. Definitely.
because the success or the better situation is in our outside of our comfort zone.
That's right.
That's true.
So yeah, so you said everyone can do this business. It's
Every
just here we have free workshop. The free workshop that you can access once you register to our website in front of the screen. We have 90 minutes that happens live, and we also have recording of 20 minutes. I'm sure
Yes,
we all are busy, but if we want change, we will find time in our life to
exactly.
workshop.
Exactly.
Yes, so it's just really, you have to make that decision for yourself, because no one else will. And as I love when you say that, our goal is to make our business partner to be more successful, that they
Yes.
can pass
I
us.
love that.
Yes,
That is
exactly.
your goal.
That is the goal, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
because that's what you said. Those people that really, right from the beginning, they have that belief in themselves. Because in the beginning, I don't have to believe. It's just really we have to believe in ourselves, so other people also can trust us. Of
Yeah.
how is she going to teach me if she don't even believe in herself? So it
Yes.
starts in ourselves. So thank you so much, Coach
Yeah,
Deborah,
thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
sharing.
Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And I am so happy that, we gathered together here, and hopefully our audience have some time and also inspired Coach Deborah's journey, and you make that decision for yourself. If she becomes so successful, start at the age of 60 with no social media background, no business background, and also not good in computer. You don't need a degree in anything here.
Oh,
Just follow the training. If you know how to follow this training step by step, then you're in, and be coachable and hunger for change. That
yes.
hunger will push you through success. Thank you so much, everyone, and
Thank
God
you.
bless you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you for having
guys.
us.